Our top story, Ateneo facing La Salle for the second time in UAAP Season 82 men's basketball. At the game tips off Sunday, 12 noon at the Mall of Asia Arena. And now joining me for a preview of the Ateneo-La Salle match is former Blue Eagle high flyer Chris Newsome. Sir, welcome back to the show.
What's up, neighbor?
Thanks, man. You're looking good, neighbor. All right, Chris, what do you think? Because this Ateneo-La Salle rivalry obviously has evolved through the years.
Right.
What do you think of this rivalry as it is now?
I think it's still alive and well. You can still see the energy in the arena. Whenever it is Ateneo-La Salle, you can see it on the court, and you can see it in the stands also. So it's definitely alive and well, and I feel like now more than ever, I think the fans are expecting a lot from the players. They're expecting a good performance every time, and actually the one thing that you can't predict during the Ateneo-La Salle game is who's going to win and how close the game's going to be, because whether or not you have a team that's in the first or their first seed,
Undefeated.
Undefeated, and then you have LaSalle, but you never know what's going to happen during the Ateneo-LaSalle game. So it's very unpredictable, very exciting, and the energy and the atmosphere is just always going to be electrifying.
Your former team, your alma mater, now 9-0 heading into this game on Sunday. They've been undefeated for 19 straight games. That's dating back to last year. What should Ateneo do against I think LaSalle's peaking at the right time right now, but what should Ateneo do to get win number 10 and still be undefeated in season 82?
Right. So, I mean, Ateneo's, they're winning for a reason, and I think a big part of that is due to their system. So I believe what Ateneo has to do in order for them to win this game is to stay true to their system, stay true to what's been working for them, and not get flustered by the physical play. Whenever you start winning games and you got a streak that's going back all the way to last year, that the target on your back just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and teams are going to start doing basically whatever they can to try to knock you down. So as long as Ateneo can keep their composure, then I feel like they'll get a win tonight.
As long as they run that well-oiled machine, they'll be fine. Who would be the X factor for? Who do you see as the X factor for Ateneo, especially this Sunday against LaSalle?
Ateneo, they actually have a lot of X factors, but if I had to pick one, I would have to say it would be Matt.
Matt Nieto.
Yeah, he would definitely be the X factor.
Why?
30's been playing really well. He's been playing consistent.
30's here.
So, 30's here, so shout out to him. But yeah, he's been playing really, really consistent, so I expect him to be consistent in this game. And also, Angelo, he's been pretty consistent also. So I think in this case, in this game, it's going to be Matt who's going to have to control the tempo of the game and make sure that Ateneo doesn't come outside of themselves and just kind of control the game and be a true point guard in that sense. And, of course, he's going to have to knock down shots like he has been. So he's definitely the X factor for Ateneo. If he plays well, if he runs the team well, then they're going to be successful.
Steers the ship, and he will have his hands full. It will be a good point guard matchup between him and Aljun Melesio. Now, what can LaSalle do in order to, come up with this win? They're, like what I said, they're peaking at the right time, in my opinion. And LaSalle, of course, wanting to give Ateneo their first loss of the season. What should they do?
Well, I don't want to give out too many secrets. Ateneo's alma mater, but if just from a non-biased perspective, I would have to say that LaSalle would definitely have to try to limit Ateneo to playing in the half court, because obviously you want to take away as many easy points as you can. And Ateneo, they're a run and gun team, so giving them fast break points doesn't help your cause. Of course, you want to pressure the basketball. You want to make it difficult for them to bring the ball up the court. And at the same time, you don't want to over-gamble and over-risk to where you're just giving up layups on the other end, because it's so difficult for you to score against the Ateneo defense. So don't do double damage by giving them easy points and then hoping that you can score or get it back on the other end. And then again, you also want to try to contain. If you look at the stats, Ateneo is actually a really, really good team as far as like playing together and sharing the basketball. I think they lead the league in assists, if I'm correct. So with them, I would suggest that you would try to make somebody actually go for 30-plus points and try to shut down everybody else. If you can do that, you take away the system and you actually force Ateneo to play ISO basketball, which is something that's uncharacteristic of them. So that would probably be the few things that I would say.
X factor for LaSalle, who do you?
X factor, I would have to go with Justin
Maltazar.
Maltazar, just because
he's been playing great this season.
Yeah, he's been playing really well. And with Ateneo, they're a big squad, so you need somebody that's going to give you an inside presence.
Especially against Kwame.
Yeah, exactly. So if you slow down Kwame and you have an inside presence on offense, that's going to attract the defense end, which will open the outside up for the guards, which LaSalle is very, very guard heavy, and they need their guards to perform well in order for them to have a chance. So,
Now, Chris, before I let you go, let's talk about the SEA Games.
Yeah.
You are part of the pool for the Gilas 3x3 team. You already had that initial meeting with the guys just to go through the process. Your reaction to your inclusion, especially since the SEA Games will take place here in the country, what was your reaction when you found out you're part of this pool?
Oh, it's just such an honor to actually be considered for the pool. Even if I don't make the lineup, I'll still consider it an honor just because there's not that many chances that I will get to actually represent the country due to, paperwork issues and FIBA rules. So any chance that I can represent the country, I'm all for it. Whether it's 5-on-5 or 3-on-3, that's just an opportunity that doesn't come very often in my case. And so I'm just willing to do whatever I can to try to represent the country any chance I get, even if it's going to take a little sacrifice, a little extra hours, that's all part of it. So, I'm all game for it.
Well, I'm excited to see your style, but what do you think can Chris Newsome bring to the 3x3 tournament, which is a lot faster?
Yeah,
do you think you can fit in well there?
Yeah. I actually think it's geared pretty well towards my game because I am capable of playing both ends and recognizing the game at a pretty fast pace. I can adjust to ISO basketball just as well as I can adjust to a team concept. I feel like I'm a really smart player, so in that sense, dealing with 5 players, when you take 2 of them out, I think that makes the court a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like I have the stamina for it because I'm used to playing 35+ minutes a game in the PBA. So
you're a workhorse.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
You're young.
I definitely feel like I'm built for 3-on-3 also. So. Whether or not I make the pool, it's not really my decision, but I'm just hoping for the best. And if the opportunity comes, I'm gonna give it my all.
Yeah, I think you're in the peak of your career right now. If you're gonna form your team, you need 4 players, of course, for the 3X. Basing on the pool, who will you put in that team? Of course, yourself.
Yeah, of course I would throw myself in there, but you also kind of got to look at the opponents and who you're going up against, because this all does come down to matchups too. If you got some teams with bigger guys, I feel like you need big guys that can move and also switch and guard guards. So I think I would have to pick Mo Tautua. Because I know he can switch out and guard guards. And he gives you a lot of height too. I would say Jason Perkins.
Jason Perkins,
He can guard guards. He guards me sometimes in the PBA. So
on a switch, yeah.
Yeah, on a switch. So I definitely see him.
Last member of your team.
Last member. This is
if you're gonna pick the team.
But I would probably have to go with Terrence Romeo, just because he's built for 3-on-3, and I think he flourishes when it comes to ISO basketball. He's got the package, the full package, and he's capable of breaking down any defender, whether it's a big or a small, and he's got the experience too. So yeah.
Well, the best of luck to you. Thank you again, neighbor, for coming to the show.
Thank you,
neighbor. All right, good luck in the PBA and also, of course, for the 3x3 in the SEA Games. Okay, again, we just had former Ateneo Blue Eagle, Meralco Bolt, and part of the 3x3 pool, Chris Newsome.